Hedera Hbar. So in this video I am going to be showing you the reasons as to why VR Jam actually chose Hedera, and especially over Polygon, because they have now migrated to the Hedera network. We are also going to be discussing the launch that they do actually have on the 26th of March. We will then be taking a look at some numbers on DaVinci Graph for Hedera and the speed of the network, and of course any other updates that we've had for this week, the price action for both Source and Hbar today. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So we have over here coming in from Hbar Foundation, this video between Hbar Bull and also with the CEO of VR Jam. And there's quite a few golden nuggets within this video as well, because the CEO of VR Jam does talk about the specific reason as to why they moved from Polygon to Hedera and why it basically worked with them. So we're going to find out some updates within this, and I'm just going to play you a few of these short clips which I actually found quite helpful and relevant
to tackle, and also the clear professionalism that you have. It seems like Hedera is a perfect fit for you. So what made you want to build on Hedera?
So we've migrated our token, as you can see from some of the press that we've got, the press coverage we've received in the last week or so. We've actually migrated our Web3 stack and smart contract infrastructure from Polygon to Hedera. And when we first launched our, sort of the Web3 side of our business model and our product, our tech stack, we surveyed the market and we sort of tried to find, sort of the best fit for us in terms of understanding, the right place for us to be insofar as, trying to find like-minded collaborators and community members. And most importantly, a technology stack that was really sort of fit for purpose in terms of the kinds of products and solutions that we were developing and building. But I got to be honest with you, when we started building on Polygon, we just didn't find that traction. We didn't really find that sort of core of collaborators and sort of truly motivated and inspired community members that we hoped we would. Quite frankly, I don't know, can't really put it down to anything. I can't sort of nail it down to one reason or another. But we just never really found we landed properly in the Polygon ecosystem. And then about 9 months ago, we began realizing that if we were going to really, make a success of, sort of the core of our Web3 business model, we needed to move. We needed to find a better network that was more, native to the notion of providing solutions to clients and consumers. Obviously the Hedera Council is a great indicator of the way in which the whole ethos of Hedera is kind of attuned to the need to understand how products are built and made.
So this is obviously a big one, and the reason as to why I think more institutions will be adopting, because of the fact that we have the Hedera Council. And it just goes to show that people are seeing this and it's not being missed. As we build our portfolio within the council, we've had roughly around about 4 added members just for this year alone, and it's only been about 2 months and 2 weeks now. So I definitely think that that is going to be helping Hedera in being able to attract people to their network, because it definitely worked with VR Jam. But also to mention that VR Jam has been around for some time, and they've actually been around since 2018, and they themselves do have a lot of experience. I mean, they have been able to collaborate with many big festivals, and one of them actually being the Glastonbury Festival, which is within the UK. But they were also able to gain the spotlight with Google, because VR Jam are actually a member of the Google Campus community, and I believe that Google are obviously interested in all things that are virtual reality, because that is technically going to be part of the new internet.
Brandon, and that understanding of I guess quality when it comes to creating a product and building something that people are actually going to want and use, that's just as fundamental to our vision as it is to Hedera's. But we found out really only through trial and error that was kind of a little bit absent, to be honest with you, when you looked at I guess some of the methodologies and strategies that Polygon have used to kind of develop their business model. And while a lot of great and interesting stuff has been built on Polygon by some incredible developers and brands, there's less of a kind of a core strategy that underpins the why, that drives the network's existence, that drives the ethos behind the management team. There's a far, far greater degree of that galvanization, that spirit at Hedera. And we got to know the Hedera management team, in fact, through, by and large, through that guy I mentioned earlier, through Mark Rappel. Mark, if you listen, thanks, buddy. So Mark introduced us in some ways. We did have some tenuous connections already before he got involved, but when Mark sort of got to understand that we were in touch with Hedera team, he said, that's the right network for you, man. You need to go there. and he has a lot of connections at the top of the Hedera management infrastructure, management team, and he helped kind of accelerate some of the early conversations we're having and helped open those doors. And it's much to Mark's credit that we're here.
So it's great to see the migration of these projects from Polygon to Hedera, that it is from Matic to Hbar. Now they actually do discuss about their launch as well, which we will be taking a look at, and that will be happening on the 26th of March. So it is in relation to their token launch, and the token is called VR Jam Blue, which was previously on Polygon. However, now it will now be launching on the Hedera network.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to find the right tools, you're going to find the right collaborators and community to build your business. But the next thing I want to ask about is, I believe you're going to be leveraging the Hedera token service to launch a token. Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Exactly right. So, we are extremely concerned with ensuring that we land effectively in the world of Hedera, if you want to say that. We want to ensure that we are adopting every last ounce of Hedera native technology we possibly can. And so in that spirit, HTS was absolutely essential for us. We want to be fully functioning with as many Hedera dApps, apps, wallets, tokens, exchanges as we possibly can. And so, of course, in order to achieve that goal, HTS is essential. There's also a lot of great features of the Hedera network technology in terms of speed, finality, cost, that are just extremely appealing. And we also, we really want to build our product, found our project on the kind of bedrock that exists in terms of the quality of the Hedera ethos, the quality of the management team, the quality of the community that it really exists throughout the ecosystem. I guess when I go back to what I said earlier about, sort of the experience we had at Polygon and the decision to move, there was kind of an idea of quality versus quantity here, Brennan. You might look at Polygon as more of a quality business model, and Hedera as more, a quantity business model, and Hedera more on the quality end of the spectrum. And that's very much where we live. We've really built our business over the last 5 years with an organic approach to doing things right. Craftsmanship means a lot to us, Brandon. We've really validated the quality of our product and also the product market fit we've produced by delivering solutions to clients really, really carefully and organically. We bootstrapped the first 4 years of the business, didn't take a single penny of VC money for 4 years because we wanted to know that we had a product that we could scale, one that was validated in terms of our ability to deliver it into the hands of paying customers. And we've had some incredible clients over the last four years, Brandon. Here I'm talking about brands like Twitch. They're our biggest client, which are an Amazon-owned company. Red Bull, definitely the biggest consumer brand we ever worked with. Did some amazing, really, really cool stuff with Red Bull. The UK government, one of our early clients. On the creator side, you're talking about some of the world's biggest events. Glastonbury Festival, the biggest festival in the world by market share and the oldest major festival on earth. Kind of like second only to Woodstock in terms of pedigree. We created, in collaboration with them, back nearly 2.5 years ago now, the largest VR-led music experience of all time. 4.3 million, count them, 4.3 million audience members over 2 days. We were able to engage with that project with Glastonbury Festival. So there's been a real sense of, validation, care, concern, and craftsmanship around how we build the business.
So it goes to show that it is working for them because they are already bringing in the numbers. We also know that they will be releasing their new artificial intelligence product suite as well, that will be integrating with the Hedera network, and that will be combining Web3 gaming and AI technology into a solution that will be able to actually put VR Jam in the forefront of immersive technology. And I definitely think that this migration is exciting. It's only the first move that we've seen so far. Hopefully we should potentially be seeing a few more migrations from one network to Hedera for this year, maybe another 1 or 2. I think that would be pretty good for us. Over here from DaVinci Graph, we have some numbers, and this was actually coming in from yesterday. So we have the TPS, and of course we have the networks. Hedera was actually in first place at a TPS of 1,324, and the max recorded TPS was at 3,287. Compared with Polygon was at 61.9 transactions per second with a max record TPS at 282. So you can see the stark difference that we had just on Monday. Source, we are currently trading at 0.176. We are at 17 cents. On the 1 day chart, we are up by 11.39%. and for the volume we are trading at $4.55 million. So if we have a look at the 7-day chart, we are down by 15.63%, but it pretty much is just that pullback from where we went to that nice high. On the 5th of March, we were trading at 0.2128. On the 7th of March at 0.2074. Now we have come down by 3 cents because we hit that 17-cent mark. Yesterday we went to 0.1571, but we are now up by 2 cents from that 15-cent mark to 17 cents. On the 1 month chart, we are still pretty strong. We are up by 119.67%. And you'll see over here where we started at the 13th of February at 0.08446. We did go to that nice high of 23 cents, I believe, and then now we've just come down a bit. If we do go to the upside, we could be seeing 20 cents. If we do retrace a bit more, possibly back to the 15-cent level. Let's take a look at the price action of H-bar. We are currently trading at 13 cents. For the 1-day chart, we are up by 3.7%. And on the 1-week chart, we are up by a nice 8.5%. So at the start of the week, we were doing it nicely. We opened nicely at 0.125, but then we did drop to 0.106. However, we were able to climb back up to 0.137, just below the 14-cent mark. And then now we have come back down to 0.125, but we are up to 13 cents. So on the 1 month chart, we are just up by 67%. And where do I want to see H-bar go in the next couple of days? If we can keep an eye on that 15-cent price target, it's only a 1.7 move from where we are right now. However, if we do see a bit more retracement, we could potentially be going back to the mid-range of 11 cents. Guys, if you want daily Hedera Hbar coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.